Hey, so something I find that I am truly passionate about is freedom from, say, financial responsibility, maybe not responsibility, but freedom from debt and what it means to be relieved of debt and the weight it takes off your shoulders carrying that around, which can be um, you know, another stress about having to go to work because you got all these bills and you've got to go to work. We all have rent, electricity, the cell phone, those payments aren't debt. Those are just reoccurring bills that, we're all going to have. You have to eat, so your food bill, and you can budget money for that. I mean, and not get too extravagant, not eat out all the time, cook or learn to cook or, cook sometimes at home so you're not eating out 7 days a week because that's just crazy money uh, going out there, cook and freeze a bunch of food that you've cooked. You don't have to cook every day, you know, plan or meal prep or whatever you want to call it. But getting out of debt has been the biggest thing for me. It's made the hugest impact in my life, and it's given me an opportunity to really just be, almost stress free about those concerns because I don't have to worry about owing a credit card company or five different credit cards, these huge amounts of money, student loan, paid off, credit cards paid off, car paid off. I'm lucky that I can. It's taken me a long time to do it, to realize that I can do it, and then to actually go forward and do it. I did start listening to radio programs there's personalities out there that talk about this debt snowball and their program. And I listen to the radio programs about them talking with, people that call in with their problems. And it just, it's probably a year or so I was listening and it sunk in about how I can do this. And I followed along with the program. I didn't sign up and go to some class, or I didn't even buy a book, just listen to the podcasts. And nothing against going to a class or buying a book, but for me, I knew I could, follow along and do it that way. It just depends on, what you think you can do. But getting this debt under control is just amazing. It will change your life. I did have debt, don't get me wrong. I just didn't have, I think so much in the way of, five credit cards or, two car payments, five credit cards. I just had student loan debt and a small amount on one credit card, which I took care of all of it. It's given me freedom to, I don't know, just live a different life, less stress. Who doesn't want that? Now I travel around the world, on vacations, about every year or so, but I take several months off and really get out there and recharge. The type of work I do, it's more contract work. And so I'm able to get to the end of a contract and stop and take off 4 or 5 months, 6 months, whatever I think I need to do, and go travel for myself for vacation, and then come back and work some more and just go from there. But to remain debt free, other than just those reoccurring bills, it's just amazing. So, you can definitely do it. Not saying it's easy, but you really need to get on board with that, because if you're drowning in debt, it's hard to get out of that without really clamping down and having a plan, a budget, get this thing under control. It will be worth it for sure.